welcome to Solo Game Amy. I'm Amy, and today we're going to be playing Apothebakery, the brand new game from Lux Lupo. It's a 1 to 4 player resource management game. We're going to play it in solo mode. What is Apothebakery, you ask? Besides adorable, we are going to have travelers come into our land, and we are going to heal them from various ailments using elixirs that we will brew into magical cakes that will cure them. We do have to do this against corruption. Now, corruption is going to want to steal the souls of our travelers. All right, to set up a solo game, you set it up like you were doing a 2-player game, except instead of 2 players, we're going to have this corruption deck. Corruption is going to have its own reputation dial. We're going to have our own reputation dial. To win the game, we need to get more points than the corruption gets. Corruption gets negative points, but you just need to have more points in the positive. For a solo game, we each get a alchemy table here, and we will have a few things we can do during our turn and a spot for spells. We start with 12 mana. We have our fury eggs. These are what we are going to use to forge from the wilderness tableau. Each fury egg has a stamina number, and that is the number of stamina we have to use to forge on our board. At the beginning of the game, you will choose which fury you want to use. You can do berry, rock, water, plant, or insect. And today I have chosen berry. So I've got my fury deck right here, minus the iridescent fury, because this one we only use if we can't forge anything from the tableau. We've set our reputation dial to 0. We've got our handy phase card here. This game is played in 3 phases. We will go over those. So let's set up our tableau. I've shuffled the wilderness deck, and we're going to go across like this. Next, we need to have our adventurers put out. We start with 3 adventurers. Each adventurer gets a diagnosis. And each adventurer gets a cure card. This adventurer is Gwendolyn. They're going to start with 1 heart. They are inflicted with frozen heart, and we need to have 1 rock elixir to brew into a cake that we can save Gwendolyn. Gilius starts with 3 hearts. Gilius is inflicted with cursed weakness. We need to brew 1 water elixir to make the cake that will cure Gilius. Vespera starts with 2 hearts. She is inflicted with weakened grip. She's holding something in the picture, which is kind of ironic. We would need 2 insects and 1 water to cure Vespera. Now, the hearts are important, and the reputation points down here. This is how many points we will get if we save them. And the more hearts they have, the less extra bonus rewards we get for when we save them. It's good to save everyone, but you get more points if they're down to 1 heart when you save them. In each turn, we will do the first phase, which is foraging. Draw up to 3 fury cards. And then we choose which 3, if we want to play all 3, 1 or 2 of them. We are using these cards to decide our stamina. And that's what we're going to use to purchase from the wilderness tableau. Corruption's also going to be flipped, and they're going to have a stamina. In order to decide player turn order, it's whoever has the lowest stamina goes first. So we want to go first because corruption's going to spoil some of these resources that we need to make these elixirs, to brew the cakes, to heal the adventurers. So we don't want to have a very high number, and we want to correspond what we get up here to what we need. So we need rock, water, and insect. What do we have? We have a 1 water, an insect, no rocks right now. There are some things we can do on this board. Combine elixirs to make a wild or add potency. I will get into that a little bit later. For right now, we have to decide how many stamina we're going to use. Well, I think we're going to want this for 1, this for 2, so that's 3. And maybe this for 3, that would be 6 at the most. That's kind of a high number. Do we chance it? Oh, before we even start this, I forgot. We need 3 objectives for ourselves. But to get extra points, we need to bake 3 blue cakes, end with spare water resource cards in our hand, or end with spare rock resource cards. So if we do any of these things, we will get extra points at the end of the game. So it's good to keep that in mind, that we want to brew blue cakes for extra points. And we also want to save some resource cards in our hand. Alright, so what was I deciding? I was deciding on how much stamina I was going to use for this turn. So I think we will do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3. For any unused furies, you put them back on the top of your deck. 3. So we've got Thornix and Brambulus. Again, they're berries. We're going to use 3. So now we have to turn over Corruption's card. Alright, they have a stamina of 2. So they are going to go first in the forging phase. Right here will tell you which of the resources are going to spoil. So Corruption is going to spoil one of the ones we wanted. They go first because they have a lower stamina. We have 3 to spend because now it is our turn. And with 3, we could get a plant, which we don't need, a water, or a water. I guess we'll just take this water. Any unspent stamina does not get saved. So we got the shroom coral. So each one of the resources has a potency. This has a potency of 1. So we can now move into the next phase, which is the alchemy phase. Corruption doesn't do anything during this phase. So we are going to use this phase to convert our resources into elixirs, which then we can use to bake cakes to heal our travelers. So we have a 1 potency of the water. We just need 1 to save this one. We need 1 water and 2 insects to save this one. I think what we'll do is change this potency. We can use this for 1 mana. Each turn you can do 2 abilities. The first one costs 1, the second one costs 2, but you have a total of 12 mana for the whole game. So I'm increasing the potency of this to 2 so that now we can pull 2 elixirs from the water bag. Each one of these bags I got these ready. They have 8 pure elixirs, 2 impure elixirs, and 1 failed elixir. So hopefully we get a pure elixir. Yay! So this is a pure elixir. About the glare there. Oh look, but it doesn't matter. And an impure elixir. Those both go onto our board. We have a total limit of 6 elixirs that we can have on our board at one time. We do have this purge that we can use if we need to get rid of some of these. Now, we can use this impure, but if we do, then we have to roll this die. And this die is going to either give us extra points, less points, or it could even kill the one we're trying to heal. But I think that does it for the alchemy phase. We use that gets discarded. And then we move into the healing phase. Now, because corruption goes first, they get to do their phase 3 action first, which is roll a die to determine if any adventurer perishes. So if I roll a 1, and some of these have negative and positive, you ignore the negative and positive and just do 1, 2, or 3. We got a 3, which means Vispera will perish. So she had 2 hearts. So reputation is going to get negative 5 points plus 2 for having 2 hearts. So 7. She is going to, corruption's going to take the diagnosis card and that card. Then she is going to perish. We do not do the spectral ghost vengeance on when he takes the soul, but he does receive 1 spectral vial, and these will accumulate points at the end of the game for corruption. Now it is our turn. We can still heal this Gilius. I'm going to use one of my pure elixirs. We will get 2 points and 1 point because Gilius had 3 hearts. So we will get 3 reputation points. This goes back in the bag for drawing. We take this card and the cake. So we've got our blue cake. I do believe that was one of our, well, you definitely want to keep these secret, but obviously corruption doesn't care what we're doing. All right, so we have saved Gilius. You can see on the card there is a little 2 here with a crystal ball. That means we get to pick up 2 of these spells and pick which one we would like to keep. You can only have 1 spell at a time. Pick up 4 Fury cards into your hand and choose any up to 3 to play. I like the no side effects spell better, so I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put this on the bottom. You can put that card back anywhere you'd like. And we will put Gilius over here. So that is the end of round 1. I have a total of 3 reputation points. So far corruption is winning with negative 7. No one gets the cakes or the elixir cards, and we have to resolve the ghost vengeance. Also, corruption gets another vial. What is ghost vengeance for Gwendolyn? Well, because this symbol is here, we have to take a ghost vengeance on our board. Burn and disable the potency alchemy ability for the next round. So we cannot use this for the next round. Alright, so next we need to replace our 3 because everyone's gone. We get 3 new diagnoses. And who do we have here? We have Pyrus, starts with 2 hearts, and is inflicted with Tentacle Whip, and requires a berry, a plant, and a water to be saved. A rainbow cake, Shadowed Grip is what inflicts Sir Ilran. To save him, we need to brew a rainbow cake with 2 rocks, 2 rock elixirs. And then we have Vixen Twin Blade with 2 hearts, a white cake, and she is inflicted with burned flesh. That sounds very painful. And we would need 3 insects. All right, we're going to next reset the wilderness tableau. These move down. We replace these. This is a mana card, so I can purchase this. It will help me replace my mana. Next, we're going to move this to morning because we have 6 rounds and we're on round 2. So we are in this round 2. First phase is foraging. We're going to take our Fury cards, 3 of them. We got a 4, a 3, and a 2. What are we going to need for this board? We need insects, which we have none of. We need rocks, which we have none of. We need berries, which we get a discount because we are the berry. So we could get that for 2. That sounds pretty good. A plant for 1 and a water for 2. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have the chance to do 5. This one goes back on the top of my deck. All right, so let's see what corruption pulls. 4. Oh no, he gets to go first again. Corruption. They are going to forge first. They are going to take the ones we need. They're spoiling this one. And this one, unfortunately. All right, it's our turn. We still have 5. We could still take this one and this one, which I think we should do. That's 4. It's really all we can do. All right, we got Skull Head Octo for 2 potency, which means we could pull 2 from the bag for water, and then 1, we got Confire Berry, so we could pull 1 from the berry. Those are spent. Moving on to the alchemy phase, corruption does nothing. We do want to try to save somebody. We could start working towards saving Pyrus, which I don't think we're going to be able to save anyone this round. We've saved 1, right? Yes, okay. Let's see. I guess we should do the Skull Head Octo. We're pulling 2. Don't want any failed. Okay, we got 1 pure. And another pure. Let's use that. And I guess we want to do the berry as well for 1. And we got another pure. Nice. That is the end of the alchemy phase, unless I want to do something here. We could transmute, but I already pulled my vials, so that would have turned one of them into a different color. We can make these 2 into a rainbow, but that doesn't really help. And we could purge the board. I think we should purge, because we don't have a lot of room. So it's going to cost 1. We're going to get rid of the spectral vial. We're going to get rid of this impure vial, which goes back in the bag. And we're going to move these down. On to the healing phase. Corruption goes first, remember. So they're going to roll the die to see if they take any of these souls. And they do! Off Sir Ilran. Poor Sir Ilran. So corruption's going to get 3 points, bringing them to -10. They're going to get a spectral vial. They're also going to get 1 extra point for having 3 hearts. So they're up to 11. They will keep these cards. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Now it's our turn, and we don't have what we need to be able to save anybody. So that's going to be the end of the second round. Alright, so set up round 3. We are going to take a heart away from each of these. We are going to play another adventurer in the middle. Sir Wallen has Flame Inhalation. Owie. It's a rainbow cake. Needs 2 plants, 1 heart. Oh boy, so definitely people are going to be, these travelers are in big trouble after this round. And we can only save 1 per round. Alright, so that sets up that. We're going to move the tableau. I guess I didn't need to purge that, but that's okay. We needed room. Move that. We're on round 3. Alright, time to pull my Fury Egg cards. We have 3, 3, and 4. We have a Bertix, an Astrolix, and a Frux. And what do we have up here? Well, we do need plants. We have a water and a berry, so yeah, plant would be good because we want 3 blue cakes. This would be nice too. Get some mana back. And then we do want to maybe end with a water resource card and a rock card in our hand. We seem to be going second a lot, but I'm going to chance it again and go for, am I really going to do this? 7. Time to draw corruption. 6. Oh my gosh, we just cannot win. So that means corruption goes first. And of course, they're going to take this card that I wanted. I hope you can see that. And they're going to take this card. They're spoiling those. Now it's our turn. We have 7. We definitely need water. We don't really need rock. No, we have water. We need plant. So 1, 2, 3. We got magma for 1 and jelly opetal for 1. All right. Now we'll move into the alchemy phase. Corruption does nothing. What do we want to do? Well, we definitely need a green. We need greens. So I think we should do a potency and spend a mana to get potency and make this 2. We have 2 chances with the green bag. We've got an impure, but we do have that spell we can cast. And a pure. Wonderful. And I think we're going to hang on to this rock because if we end with a rock resource in our hand, we will get some extra points. So I am going to discard that. And then we're going to move into the healing phase. Corruption is going first. We really do not want corruption to murder our 7-point reputation Pyrus over here, but we shall see. No whammy, no whammy. 3. Nope. Taking the insect 1. The Vixen Twin Blade is now taken by corruption. Corruption will get 4 points, bringing this to 15. Plus 3 points to 18. Now it's our turn. We are going to heal Pyrus with a blue, a water, a berry, and another. Let's use this so that we can cast this spell, and then we can save this for later. We'll probably get another spell for healing Pyrus. So we will get 7 reputation points, bringing us to 10. We will also get 3 points for Pyrus only having 1 heart, bring us to 13. And we will get to choose 2 new spells, and we have to pick 1 to keep. Curse swap. Swap any 2 cure cards available currently in play. Clean sweep. Refresh the wilderness on your foraging turn. Pick up 3 resource cards maximum. I like the clean sweep. This one's not bad. I'm going to put that on top. No, I'm going to put that on the bottom. I'm going to put it in the middle. Alright, we saved Pyrus. We get another blue cake. We just need 1 more blue cake. You are gone. That is the end of the round. We will replace these vials. Alright. End of the round. Unfortunately, Sir Wallen is going to perish, which is unfortunate. Nobody gets the points, but we do have to deal with the ghost vengeance. Corruption also gets a vial. Burn and disable all the alchemy abilities for the next round. That's so bad. So we can't use any of these next round. That is unfortunate. All right, we need to reset our board. We've got Quasar with Hydra Bites, Oberon with Spider Bites. Oh, we need a blue cake. Serafina with torn ligaments. Quasar has 2. Oberon has 1. Serafina has 3. So we should probably try to save Oberon. Alright, so Quasar needs 2 berries and a plant. Oberon needs 2 rocks, and Serafina needs a rainbow, which we could make with 2 pure elixirs, but not this turn. Plus she has 3 hearts, so I think we can wait. And plus we don't know what corruption's going to do. Next we're going to reset our wilderness tableau. It is now afternoon, and we are at the beginning of round 4. So we are still behind. We only have 13. Corruption's up to 18. We're going to pull our 3 cards. We have Nixoli for 4 stamina. We have Astrolix for 3 stamina. And we have Chirimer for 2 stamina. But what do we need from up here? Well, if we're going to try to save Oberon, we really need this rock. And I think that rock is worth going for 4. We do need 2 rocks, so we really need to hope this is a 2 potency or we're in trouble. Otherwise, we could go for berry for next round. We could get this for 2 and 4. That would be 6. We have a 6. Let's do 6. Put that back on top. Is it going to be our turn or Corruption's turn? So we have 6 stamina. Finally, we get to go first. 8 stamina. We get to go first with our 6. We are going to buy a berry for 2 because we get a discount, and the rock for 4. We got Nightberry for 1 potency. Look at that! GI for 2, which is what we do need 2 rocks to save Oberon. Now it is Corruption's turn. So they are going to spoil this one, which is gone, and this one. Moving on to the alchemy phase, Corruption does nothing. Well, we can't do any of these, so let's do our Geodite for 2. We got an impure and a pure. I don't think I really want to fill this quite yet. Now we move into the healing phase. We get to go first. We're going to have to chance it. We're going to have to go for this one and roll a die. Alright. And we're rolling a die because we're trying to use an impure elixir to make these 2 rocks. -3? Well, that stinks. So because we got a -3, we are going to not get those 3 points. We'll put these back in the bag. We will get this card. We will get 3 points though for 1 heart. So it brings us to 16. So swap an unwanted objective card with a new one. Rearrange the wilderness card. So it's the same one, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just put those on the bottom. We take this purple cake. You are saved. And that's all we can do for the healing phase. Now it is Corruption's turn. They will roll a die. -2, but we just saved that one, so we are good. No one died for Corruption. Corruption doesn't get anything. Woohoo! That is the end of round 4. Time for round 5. We are going to flip these back over. Thank goodness. We are going to, we'll do this first because that's how we've been doing it. Oh, this loses a heart. This loses a heart. That goes in the middle. We've got Seraph with Blinded Gaze. 3 hearts. Not a blue cake. We would like a blue cake. We're running out of blue cake options. So Seraph needs a rock and 2 plants. Let's reset our tableau. I think I'm going to cast this spell. Refresh the wilderness on your foraging turn before choosing resources. Only pick up 3 resource cards maximum. Alright, phase 5. Draw our 3 cards. Hope we're at phase 5. We have one more phase after this. We have a water and a plant, so we definitely want berries. I think we want both berry. Well, we have a berry. We could feed this to make... We could play 4, and then we're going to feed this for an extra stamina after. So we'll play 4, put this one back. Corruption goes 1. Are you serious? 1. So they are going first. They are spoiling this one. And now it's our turn. We have 4, but I'm going to feed it this to make it 5. So that we can take 2, 3, oh, I guess I don't need to do that because we can get those at a discount. Never mind. Because 3 and 3, they're actually 2 and 2, which is 4. Get discarded. We got Shadow Cluster for 1 and Pink Berries for 1. Moving on to the alchemy phase. Corruption does nothing. We do need to get rid of this soon. I'd like to get 2 berries. Let's go see, let's up the potency. 1 mana, 2 pulls now. We haven't pulled any fails yet, so I'd probably just cursed myself. Nope. We got a pure elixir and an impure. Alright. Let's decide what we want to do. So we have these 2. I think I want to try to pick another berry and hope that it is pure. And we got a pure. Now we have a full board. That is the end of my alchemy, unless I want to do anything here. I do think we want to purge. We're going to take this guy out. And we'll take this impure one and put it back in the bag. Alright, so Corruption's going to go first. Let's see if they take any of these guys out. And they do! 3. They gained these. Oop, they get 4 points. So bringing them to 22. They get 2 more points for them having 2 hearts. 24. They keep those. They get a spectral vial, and we don't play that. Our turn. Well, we can still heal Quasar. Happy Quasar. We are healing you. We will put these back in the bags. We are going to get 8 points, which is nice, because we need to start catching up here. So 5 and 1 heart, so we get 8, so 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brings us to 24. We're even now. We get to keep these. I wish it was a blue cake. We get to draw 2 new spells. Which one do we want to keep? Elemental Purity. This spell guarantees that all elixirs you process during the round are pure. If you pull a fail or an impure, try again. Or draw 2 new diagnosis cards and exchange one with any existing diagnostics card in play. Now, that could be good if we want to make sure we get that blue cake, which is worth 5 points, maybe 7 if they don't have any blue cakes. So I actually think that I'm going to draw 2 new diagnosis cards and exchange one with any existing diagnosis card. in case we don't get any blue cakes. All right, so we saved. They took one. That is the end. We're going to move into the final round. We're on the last round. So I'm going to cast this spell. Draw 2 new diagnosis cards. Exchange one with any existing diagnosis card. And look at that, we got a blue cake. So we really want to go for who we think we can save. We have one blue, but there's no plants up here. We would have to make a rainbow or transmute one of these to a plant. What am I thinking? Well, we have this rock we could play, although I was kind of saving that. We really need plants. I think it's pretty much either or at this point. We have one of these. I think we should make this one. We will make this a blue cake and try to go for that one for Willow. It's still 3. We cast that spell. Alright, now we are going to draw Furies. We're out, so we need to shuffle the deck so that we can draw 3. We've got 1, 2, and 4. We have not had very much luck with going first. It is the last round though, and I kind of want enough to play with. We do have 8. Well, we don't need any mana, so we kind of want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 4. We only have 7. We could feed one of these to get an extra stamina to get 8. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to play all of them. Oh boy, this could be a bad idea. Alright, so we're playing 4, 5, 6, 7. 2! Oh my gosh. So we are not going first. Corruption has a 2. And they are spoiling this one, which is okay because I didn't want that one. Now it's our turn. I want 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, good. Some good potency. So maybe we could try to make a rainbow. We definitely want to save this one. We need green. Let's transmute this into a green for 1. So now it's worth 2 greens. Woo, pure. Okay, we just need one more pure. And an impure, but that's okay. We'll just have to hope I can roll the die. Next, do we want to use any of these? End with a water resource card, so we could keep that because we'll have water. And I think we want to do this too. Insect. For 1. We got a pure. That leaves us with these. We're going to use those. How much do we get for an extra rock? Only 1 reputation point. You know what? I say we spend it. So we have a chance of saving more than 1. And we got a pure. So that was good. And then these aren't really going to do anything for us. So I think that's the end of the alchemy phase. There's no way we can get enough plants to save either of these. We're out of room too. Purge this one. And then hope to get... No, because we can only do 2 times. So yeah, there's nothing really else we can do. We're only going to be able to save this guy. Oh well. So now we're on to the healing phase. Corruption goes first. they get this one, which is good because that's not the one I wanted. So before we go, they get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're up to 31. And they get 2 more points, up to 33. And they get these. And they get a vial. And this one's gone. Back to our turn. We are going to heal this guy. And we're going to have to roll the die. Yes, nothing. Woohoo! Because I had one impure. I don't know if you can see that. So this goes in here. This goes here. We will take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bringing us to 29. And 1, bringing us to 30. We will get our blue cake that we wanted. And 1 spell. Let's see if it's even going to matter. This spell guarantees that all elixirs you process during the round are pure. Okay, goodbye, Willow. Alright, I'm done. We are finished. So this one's going to die. Giving this a spectral. Do not get the points, but we have to do this. Your rightmost elixir passes to the player on your right. Let me just check that in the rule book because it has a Ghost Vengeance in solo play. If a Ghost Vengeance card event describing poltergeist activity is revealed, swap the specified elixir or card to Corruption's hand, selecting blindly from Corruption's cards, or exchange elixir for one of Corruption's spectral virals. Ugh. So we have to exchange one of these. Do we care which one? Not really. Well, that sucks. It's a negative point for us. That wasn't good. Alright, and we are done. Time to tally the points. This is how I like to do this. I like to pull out the scoring card, pull out my things, pull out theirs over here. Make sure we don't mix those up. Corruption, this is us, put that in the middle. Let's start with resolve completed objective. Or do we want to, we'll do this, I like doing this side first. Player with the most green elixirs gets 2 points. I have 1, 2, I have 4. Corruption has 1, so I get 2 points. The player with the most blue gets 2 points. I have 3, and he has 1, so I get 2 points. The one with the most pink gets 2 points. 1, 2, 3. I don't have any. Rock. I have 1. They have 3. They get 2 more points. 37. And Fairy, I have 2. They have none. Oops, that means I get 2 points. 36. We're neck and neck. Flip it over. Alright. Resolve objective cards. And with a spare water resource, I did. I get 1 point for 37. And with a spare rock, I didn't. Bake 3 blue cakes. I did that. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing me to 42. Plus 2 if I have the most blue cakes, which I do. So I get 2 more points. 44. And now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spectral vials for corruption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gives 4 more points. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, which makes us lose. Corruption ended on 45, and we ended on 43. Well, you can't win them all. This is actually the first time I've lost playing this solo, which is kind of a good thing, I guess, because I was worried that I was going to win every time, and I was like, well, that's not a very good solo mechanic if I win every single time. And I've played 4 games, and I've won 3 and lost 1. So, I mean, not to think that I'm very good at this game, but it is good to know that it's not super easy. You're not going to win every time. We lost. All right. We'll say goodbye, and thank you so much for joining me for Apothebakery. I hope you join me again for my next solo game at Solo Game Amy, and have a wonderful day. Share with me what you're playing solo, and I will talk to you later. Bye!